Mm, 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 mm. Da-da-da-da-da. Don't want no bubbles. Don't want none of that. Okay. Okay. So hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm a Joel. I'm in a lab, as you guys can see, and I just wanted to give you guys a heads up on what I am changing with the moisture retention product. Uh-oh. I should have brought a stand in here, but I didn't. So y'all gonna have to bear with me. Hopefully you can hear me. All right, and nothing moves. So, you guys know, and if you didn't know, first off, how you doing? Welcome to my channel. I'm a Joel. I'm a licensed cosmetologist, and I specialize in natural and healthy hair care products. Okay, that is what I do. That's who I am. I specialize on the hair that grows out of our scalp to get it healthier, to get it growing, help to try to help you guys retain moisture, retain your length, and so on, and just to reverse anything negative that may be going on with your hair. Recently, I came up with a product for us for the summer. I mean, you can still use it in the winter as well, but I came up with something that's definitely going to help with retain your length, getting moisture, hydration, getting rid of dandruff, psoriasis, anything that may be funky that may be going on with your scalp, helping to hydrate dry hair and so on. And last but not least, to increase fast hair growth. Most people that contact me about their hair, most women want their hair to grow, men as well, especially if it's falling out. So initially when I made this product, which was a week ago, initially when I made it, I was putting a lot of rosemary into the liquid itself. So this is the liquid, okay? This is what it is. When I created, let me show you guys something. Besides it already having rosemary already in it, hey, sis. Besides it already having rosemary in it, in the liquid itself, I soak the rosemary the same way that I would have it in your bottles. But over the weekend, I got to thinking, how many of your customers that purchase from you buy stuff and put it on the shelf? Like how many of them buy it, use it, and then they probably think you're never going to make it again, so they're making it last. You get what I'm saying? So when you're talking about having fresh, live plants in something, you don't want to have it for months and months and months and months. Even though I do put vitamin C, which is an excellent natural preservative, and it's also great for our hair and scalp. Although I do put that in my products, and I do put another minor, fresh, natural, organic. Um, what am I looking for? Preservative. I don't want anyone to experience something negative because they got one of my products. You know, they got this particular product and they have it on the shelf for months. Like I don't. Ugh. I have to think how my customers thinking. I've been selling my products for so long that I know which customers keep my products for a long time. And again, when you're talking about fresh products, you're talking about fresh products. You don't need to have these products on your shelf for months and months and months and months, especially not this one. This one does have fresh aloe vera in it. It does have fresh rosemary in it. Okay. It does have vitamin C. It does have fresh lemongrass in it. So there's a couple of things in here that literally are fresh. Now, someone's going to say, okay, so then what's the shelf life? The shelf life, I will say, for this product is a month. Now you can keep it in the refrigerator, and the reason why I say that is because you're going to get the best results when you use the product when you get it. This is something that you need to be using 2 to 3 times per day. 2 to 3 times per day. 2 to 3 times per day. Okay. You're going to spray it in your hair in the morning, put it all through your hair. And then most people, if they work out or if they just experience dryness or depending on whatever it is that they're doing, if their hair just sucks up liquid, by the time you go to bed, you're going to need more. So you're spraying it twice, all right? So if you're spraying it twice and if you just want to refresh it in the middle of the day, that's fine too. And then it also depends on how long your hair is. But if you're spraying something and the bottle is, show this out of the bottle. This is the size of the bottle. So if you're spraying this twice a day, then by the time that the shelf life would have been expired, you should already be done with the product, right? You should already be done with the product. Especially if you have one that has the fresh rosemary. So I know all of you guys were excited about it. So the orders that are gonna go out from last week, from like Wednesday and Friday, they will have the fresh rosemary in it too. But if you were someone that got like if you were someone that took advantage of that buy one get one, then you're gonna have one bottle with the fresh rosemary in it and one bottle without it. Now, what's in it? The only difference in those two is that one is gonna have the fresh rosemary in it, one is not. Does that mean they're gonna work differently? No. That just basically means that the one that has the fresh rosemary in it, I need you to use that one first. Because again, I have to remember a lot of people that buy my products. I don't know why some of you guys do it. You do it. When you're purchasing products from me, you need to be using those products. Like you literally need to be using them, not get them and try to make it last for a year. Hello? So I wanted to give you guys that update. I want to give you guys that update. So don't try to hit me up and be like, oh, well, Dwella, is I wanted the one with the rosemary when you did that. No, everyone that purchased already is getting the one with the fresh rosemary. Okay, so I want to show you guys something as well. The purpose of me putting the rosemary in it wasn't for the look. The purpose was to actually get more of those benefits from the rosemary. So this has been sitting in for about a day or two, right? This is the fresh. You see the difference? So you see what happens? See how it was really green and now it's not? So everything that was in here, those nutrients and everything are already in the liquid. So it does not matter. It does not matter if you get one and it has the fresh rosemary. So moving forward into the future, right? Which would be today, tomorrow, and so on. Because now I'm not going to be having these soaking in the spray itself. I'm going to soak it in the liquid. Okay, I'm going to be soaking it into the liquid, into the leave-in itself. So that way, when you get it, if you want it to last longer than a month or so, now you can because you're not having to worry about the plant going bad inside of it. Make sense? I hope that makes sense. So again, I do have the vitamin C, the acidic acid. So that is definitely going to help to preserve it. But we're still talking about a plant, all right, a natural plant. So I will put on the directions. Keep in the fridge. Now it's going to be cold, but that's fine. If you need to use it, take it out, let it warm a little bit if you want to, and then spray it in your hair. But if you're going to use it within like that month time frame, you don't have to put it in the refrigerator. But moving forward after that, because this is already going to be soaked into it once I actually put this in the bottles. That particular leave-in, which I'm actually calling the moisture retention leave-in spritzer. Okay, moisture retention leave-in spritzer. It does spray onto your hair. So moving forward, I won't be putting the fresh rosemary into the bottles that you guys get. On top of every time I spray mine is getting a little clogged up. So those of you that are going to get the ones that have the rosemary in it, if you're noticing that when you're spraying it that you constantly keep having like it's clogging, then just wait a minute and then spritz again. But moving forward, because y'all know I do trial and error, moving forward, I won't have the fresh rosemary sitting in the bottle. So that's why I'm actually processing it now, where the bottles that don't have it in it, it's in it in another way because look, it's already been soaking, so it's in that liquid, okay? So some of this was already blended. So some of this is already blended and it's in the leave-in itself. Extra rosemary because I know all the benefits of rosemary. But I realized that I don't have to physically keep putting these into the bottle to get the extra rosemary. All I have to do is soak the rosemary in it. And then I'm still getting those benefits. All right. So you guys know when I make stuff, I make it with purpose. I make it with purpose. And I don't want anyone getting something that has a fresh plant in it and then you keep it too long and it goes bad and now you can't use it in your hair. Does that make sense? Does that make sense to you guys? Can you answer if you can hear me? So again, for anyone that got two, you're gonna have one with the rosemary and one without, and just use it in the time frame that you're supposed to use it. Good morning, Sister Teresa. Just use it in the time frame that you're supposed to use it. Again, guys, I think about all of us when I do things. Okay, I think about all of us when I do things, and I want all of us to be safe. So when I make stuff, I think about the effect it can have long term. And everything that's in this product is natural. But again, when you're talking about having a plant in something, when you're talking about having parts of a plant, and remember, this is not dried out, so this is fresh. So when you're talking about having something like this in a product, I need for you guys to use it in the time frame. All right, stop getting products from me and sitting them on shelf. And I know a lot of y'all don't do that. I know a lot of y'all use it. Y'all use the product and you're like, well, I want to buy extra just in case because she doesn't make them anymore. But if I tell you on a bottle that you're supposed to use this product twice a day or up to three times a day, that is what I need for you guys to do to get the best benefits. Y'all know I just recently trimmed my hair and I told you guys that I'm keeping my hands out of my hair for a while. So I'm spraying this. I spray mine three times a day because I want to see maximum results on my hair, especially since I cut so much off. But I'm on a journey to tailbone length. I never, ever, ever worried about how long I could grow my hair because I'm like, I just want healthy hair. But because I am the CEO of this product and I've been selling it for so long, it just makes sense for me to show people how long your hair can actually get if you're eating healthy. That's the first thing, because it's more than just putting products on your hair. If you're taking in the intake of water that you need, if you're getting the nutrients in your body that you need, which is why I chew moringa seeds every day, okay? And I take my moringa powder every day. All right. So we're talking about eating healthy. We got to work with the inside. We're talking about eating healthy. We're talking about drinking your water. Those of you that don't like to drink water, I told you guys, if you have my moringa seeds and you chew them, or you actually put one in your water, it's going to make your water taste like Kool-Aid. It makes your water taste sweet. It's amazing. And then you can chew the seed after the fact if you wanted to. But you definitely have to hydrate your body. If you're not drinking water, you're trying to figure out why your hair stays dry. What do you think? Think about your hair as being a plant. What happens when you plant something and then the sun dries it out or that soil dry? That plant is going to die because it's not getting hydration, right? It's not getting hydration. So if you're suffering from dry hair and you're not hydrating your body, what do you expect? All right. So I'm doing all of those things, right? On top of using my amazing products that I know the Most High has put his blessing on. So on top of that, so my culprit in the past of me having breakage or not retaining the length that I should is from always manipulating my hair. And why am I always manipulating my hair? Because each time I make products, I have to test the products, right? I have to test the products. I have to make sure that what I'm thinking that they're going to do because of the different ingredients that I have to make sure that these products are going to do what I say they're going to do. So that means that I'm shampooing my hair, then trying the product, and then I'm leaving it on. So I'm leaving it on. I'm putting it on wet. I'm putting it on dry. I'm putting it on with a braid out. I'm putting it on with a twist. I'm putting it on with doing nothing to my hair. So these are things that I have to go through to test the products, right? So I'm always constantly manipulating my hair until now because this is the last product that I'm making because we have a line of products. And then, like I did mention to you guys, I'm doing a dark henna. I'm doing a dark henna. I have a product that I got from the Indian store because I love Indian products. I love them. I love products from India because you think about when you look at women from India and men, their hair is shiny, their hair is healthy, their hair is long, and you know, it's good to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's the products that they're putting in because they're only using natural stuff, like how I use natural stuff. So I'm doing a dark henna, and it has all of the like Ayurvedic. If I say that word wrong, I do apologize. It has all the Ayurvedic herbs in it, right? Herbs in it. So that's the only other thing that I'm doing to my hair, and that's something that I may introduce, but not right now. Not right now. So the way that I'm doing my hair now, guys, is I'm doing a style in my hair, and I'm doing a whole um journey of not combing my hair, not brushing my hair, not doing anything. So I have my hair in twists, like braided at the root because my hair is so soft, braided at the root and then twisted. So what I'm doing is I'm applying this product and my oil, this product and my oil. Yesterday I incorporated my leave-in rice water also, but because I've already been using that for a long time, I'm trying to just do this other journey because I want to just see if someone said, what can I use that like at the minimal? Let's say I didn't want to do all these different um shampooing and conditioning, and what could I use if I wanted to do a protective style and I didn't want to touch my hair and I still wanted to use products that still can give me that growth and that strength and that hydration. So what I'm using right now is this every day, and I'm using my oil or my grease that has the pine tar in it. Yeah, the new one. Those are the two things that I'm doing. Hey, I didn't go anywhere. You ready? All right, give me about 5 minutes. All right. So those are the two things that I'm using. And then at the third, like I said yesterday, I did my rice water leaving. But I'm not even going to really incorporate that right now. Well, let me tell you why. Because I know that that makes the hair grow. I already know for a fact that that makes the hair grow. For me to see if what I've had in my head as far as a vision and with these new products that I made, in order to see if they're really going to work, I need to only use those products, right? But with that being said, I don't have to keep combing my hair out. I don't have to keep twisting my hair because I remember years ago when I used to do no manipulation to my hair, right? I would put products in, and this is before my products. And I didn't do no manipulation, meaning I wasn't combing it, so I wasn't breaking my ends off. I wasn't brushing it, so I wasn't breaking my ends off. I wasn't twisting it every single day or every other day, so that means I wasn't breaking my ends off. My hair was just growing, 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 growing like weeds. So now because I have products that do increase hair growth, it makes sense to just incorporate that back into my daily routine. So if you guys notice, you guys have not seen me in a wig and over. I'm keeping my head covered. This is what I'm doing because as I've been doing my research over the years, right? Anyone that I know that got to tailbone length hair kept their hair protected and covered somehow. Kept their hair protected and covered somehow. So it makes sense. So when I do finally show you guys my hair, and I mean live, like y'all know how I do. When I do finally show you guys my hair, and I'm telling y'all this is what I've done. This is how I'm growing my hair, and I'm able to retain my length. Maybe some of you guys might want to incorporate that into your daily. Make sense? So that is what I'm doing. These have already been rinsed. Yeah, so that is what I'm doing. And like I said, it makes sense because for me, my hair takes a lot of wear and tear because I am the person that makes the product. So I have to test it in every scenario. You get what I'm saying? I have to test it in every scenario. Yeah. Yep, I have to test it in every scenario. So once you guys get your sprays, right? Once you guys get your sprays, if you say to me, okay, well, Dora, I use both, and I feel like the one that had the rosemary in was better for me, and I did use it in the time frame because I just need to make sure that people are going to use the product in its time frame. It's just like if you order food, right? If you order food and it's fresh food, you know that you cannot keep that food in your refrigerator for a month and then decide to eat it in a month or 2 months and then decide to eat it. Ew, it's not going to be good for you, right? It's not going to be good. So please, I'm going to ask you guys again when you're purchasing my products, especially when I tell you guys, listen, this needs to be used in such and such time frame. Use it. If you're using them like you're supposed to, then you won't have any left. You'll run out of it. You'll run out. So you can't get upset when you see other people getting faster results than you. You get what I'm saying? You can't be feeling away when you see other people getting faster results than what you're getting because they're using the products and they're using them correctly. They're using them correctly. If anything pisses me off, it pisses me off when people purchase my products and go look at other people's videos and think that they're supposed to use my products according to how someone else says that they might be using something that they bought or made. It doesn't make sense. Make it make sense, because that right there doesn't at all. All right? That right there doesn't at all. So again, please use the products as I tell you guys. And guys, I have to do it this way because I don't see a scoop. Yeah. Please use the products as I tell you guys to use them. And then you'll get the best results. You won't have to worry about anything. All right. If you know that you're doing something to your hair and it's causing your hair to break or be damaged, that means that you need not do that anymore. That means that that's not working for you. This is so hydrating. That means that that's not working for you. But this, guys, when I tell y'all my roots, and I mean it's like thank the Father because everything I make be like on point. But because remember my hair is just twisted, braided a little bit, and then twisted at the ends. But my roots are getting so thick, like they're getting so thick with just doing this method, which is using the two products, like I said, and it's growing like crazy. So I am so tempted, and which I know we probably all have been. I'm so tempted because my hair looking a hot sight under here. I ain't even gonna lie because it's just growing, look a mess. But I'm so tempted to unravel and do it over, but I'm not. Like I'm so tempted to just take everything down and do something. But that's what I always do. So I need to stop doing that. So my self control, I have to have my own self control of keeping my hands out of my hair. If I'm saying that I'm gonna leave it so that it can just grow and retain and nurture and do what I need to do with it, I need to leave it. So every time I was attempted to undo and get the wefts, because when your hair grows like that, especially if it's growing fast at the root, it starts to like get matted a little. But I noticed that once I spray, it helps with that. So I don't have a problem with that. But I love these wraps that I've been putting on it, and I've been doing my scarves and these wraps with the ball in the back, with the knot, and I'm actually going to get some more. And that is how I'll be doing my hair. That's how I'm going to be, growing my hair with my products and protecting it. Yep, yep. So, does anyone have any questions? I just wanted to, like I said, bring that update to you guys. It smells so good. But all orders will be going out today. Tomorrow's my son's birthday, so I know he's been wanting a manicure for his nails because he stopped biting his nails. So I'm gonna take him to get a manicure. But any questions from anyone? If not, I'm gonna go so everybody can hopefully see this video later. But I hope that makes sense for you guys. I hope that makes sense. What I had explained to you guys. But this was a random video. Anyone have any questions for me? I know in some of these I OD'd with the rosemary. I put so much rosemary in them. I was like rosemary, yes. But I love rose, and this is more than just rosemary water. So this leave-in is amazing. So we'll see how everybody does with their products. They need to go ahead and use it, especially like I said, if you're wearing protective styles like for the summertime, like braids or sew-ins or anything, you can still spray this on your hair. Spray it on your scalp, especially if you're not shampooing your hair. You can go ahead and still keep a clean scalp. If you're someone that suffers from dandruff or just different things, I'm glad I never suffered from dandruff. But if you're that person, this will also help. If you're someone that's like, I'm just gonna braid my hair, I'm not gonna do anything to it, this is definitely gonna help with your scalp, especially with it growing and keeping your hair moisturized. All right. Hey everybody. So this is how it looks. So again, remember guys, in the future, I won't be putting the rosemary in the bottles that you guys get because clearly I already put it in the product while it's processing. See? So after a couple of days, it doesn't look as green as when I first picked it from my garden. See the difference? So those nutrients are coming off. So for the future, I won't have to be putting this into the bottles. So those of you that got to buy one, get one, you're gonna get one with the rosemary in it and one without, but it's the same thing. So I don't want to hear nothing about, well, I got one with rosemary and one without, because I know some of you guys are gonna not use it the way that you're supposed to. And how do I know that? Because if you still have product and I ran out of product, then that means that you're just keeping it and you're not using it as directed. So those of you that may want to keep one a little bit longer, because I don't know why. I mean, I make it. You just buy another one. I don't get it. Just use it. Yeah, but I don't know. Like I said, if I was 100% certain that everybody that purchased this particular product would use it in the time frame that they're supposed to, I wouldn't have an issue. I grow a lot of rosemary, so I would continue to keep putting rosemary in it. So of course, everybody that's going to get them, you guys are going to have your rosemary in it. And those that did the buy one get one, it's okay. I'll still send you guys the one with the rosemary because I don't feel like having a headache from somebody saying, well, well, can you just send me the other one? I thought I was going to get two with the rosemary. So yeah, just please use it how you're supposed to. Because like I said, moving forward, there's a possibility that I probably won't be putting the physical rosemary into the leave-in like this. It's already in it. Remember, it's already processed with it in it. It's a part of the ingredient. But moving forward, because I know that people are not going to use it in the time frame. I don't want anyone's product going bad because of having a live plant in it. Makes sense. Does that make sense to you guys? I need some feedback on that. Because like I said, not everyone uses the product in the time frame that I tell them to. You get the best results. You need to be spraying it 2 to 3 times a day. If you do that, you're gonna run out. And then that means now you're getting another fresh one. Okay? Remember, I do stuff for the health of it. Everything gotta be done with purpose. So let's just say you're someone that you're not spraying it every day because now you're wearing your hair straightened. If you're wearing your hair straightened, then that means that you can't keep wetting your hair every day. But if you're not someone that's wearing your hair straightened, you can spray it every day. So with that being said, if I don't have the fresh plant in there floating around, then you can keep it on your shelf a little bit longer. Makes sense? You can keep it on your shelf a little bit longer. So moving forward, as I process this, I will just be, I'll soak the rosemary in the big bunch itself. I'll soak it in itself. And then when you guys get it, it won't have the floating around in it. Now, of course, everyone that placed those orders last week, you will get the ones with the rosemary in it because I know that's what you guys are excited about. And if I notice that you guys are ordering more because you ran out, then I'll say, okay, they are using it the way they're supposed to be using it. So I don't got to worry about it. 'Cause I know somebody's gonna be like, I want the one with the rosemary. I know those benefits and with the fresh rosemary. So yeah, time, like I said, time will tell. But if I keep noticing that the people that did order it, that they're not ordering as much, then that lets me know that you didn't run out of it. That you're not using it a lot. That you're trying to hold on to it. And then in that case, that means that I don't know how long you're gonna try to keep it. And I need to make sure that it's still good when you use it in your hair. Case, then I won't have it. It'd just be like, just straight up without it in it. And it's still gonna be fine because like I said, it's made from rosemary. So don't get me wrong. I don't want y'all to think that the only rosemary that is in this particular product is what you see floating around. No, it's made from rosemary. So there will be some like this that don't have it floating around, but it's still fine. And in the future, okay, just one piece flew in there, but that's fine. In the future, this is how it's gonna be. and you don't have to worry about it clogging and all that. Your spray not coming out and so on. So yeah, but I love this product. I mean, I love all my products, but for me to just be using this right now and just my oil, y'all know this product is saying something. And depending on certain things that I can put in my hair can dry. We have certain things that we have that can make your hair dry, but once you spray something to hydrate it, you're fine. So this is how it looks without the rosemary in it. It's the same thing. See? And I don't want to keep saying without the rosemary in it because I don't want to confuse anybody. That's how it looks without the fresh rosemary floating around in it. But it still is made from rosemary. All right. When I created this, okay, that's just one just going in there. It's fine. When I created this, I blended some fresh rosemary from my garden and I turned it into the rosemary liquid. All right. And then I blended some fresh aloe vera from my garden because those two ingredients alone are so powerful when it comes down to your hair. They're so powerful when it comes down to your hair. So if you are someone that ordered last week and you're getting more than one, you could text me and say, hey, Dwoa, send me one with the rosemary in it, like the frizzy one, and send me one without. And I don't have a problem with that because that's how I was going to send it out anyway. If I was going to do that, just for the people that may just take their time using this one and then they'll have this one still. So it's up to you guys. So those of you that are watching me, right, that rock with me, what do you guys think? You prefer it, and I know you haven't used it yet. So when you use it, just let me know. Do you think I should keep putting the rosemary in? I already got my answer, but do you think I should keep putting the rosemary in, or eventually do it without the rosemary? And you know how you're going to do with your hair, and if you're going to be buying a bunch of them and having them sitting on your shelf. Because I know I do a lot of deals, and you guys that have the product, and you be like, well, shoot, I want whatever's going to work the best and whatever's going to be the safest. That would be my answer. So yeah, moving forward, I mean, it's good for the initial introduction of the product, but like I said, with me keeping it in the liquid already, it's going to be the same thing, and that way you don't have to worry about rosemary getting clogged up into your spray into the spray nozzle or anything. So yeah, yep. So moving forward, it will be like this, and that way, if people wanted to buy 4 and 5 bottles, they'd be good to go. Yep, they would be good to go. But I know it's going to be nice and refreshing on your scalp and hair in the summertime, especially when it's real, real hot. Yep. It does have a hint of a banana smell, hint of banana, not too heavy, but nice and fresh, since it is a leave-in. Something tropical. Yeah. See. So yeah, so again, if you're someone watching me and internally and on the outside, you just been having issues like maintaining your hair no matter what you're doing, I do have a regimen that I can give you guys, and even like my daily diet regimen, because y'all know I will go on my diets with the quickness. So if I'm dieting, that means I have to still put those nutrients back into my system. And I've been working out more, so that means I'm sweating a lot more too. But I take something for my joints. I take something for my joints so that like when I'm exercising, like I get quicker bone recovery and stuff, and muscle. I'm not bone, muscle recovery, so that if I'm doing Pilates or I'm doing squats, that it's not hurting. Y'all know I'm going on 53, so things ain't the same as they were when I was in my 20s. But I started incorporating something else into my diet. Um, I started incorporating something else into my diet that actually helps with that. And a side effect of that is your hair grows too. Yeah, It increases hair growth too. So that's a plus. Yeah. And it helps with like varicose veins and blood blood clotting and blood circulation and all that. Because I do suffer from varicose veins. It's hereditary in my family. So it helps with that as well. But all orders will be going out today, so you guys don't have to worry about that. So anyone have any questions? Anyone have any questions for me? Hey, Sister Denise. Good morning. Anyone have any questions? And if you don't have any questions, from what I was saying, excuse me, about the ones that have the fresh rosemary and the one that don't, do you guys understand that? Because again, I don't need you hitting me up like, oh well, this and that and that and this. When I tell you guys like for the future, because I know I make the product for the future. After these bundles go out, I won't be putting the fresh rosemary in the bottles itself anymore. Okay, because I'm actually already soaking it in here. West Palm Beach. Oh my God. American Gulf Water. We're not doing that. Okay. My business ain't been pre-approved for nothing. So y'all get it? So again, for those of you that came in late, initially when I made this, right? Initially when I made this, which was last week, I said, oh, if I put rosemary in it, it's really going to be even more powerful because of the extra rosemary besides the rosemary that it was already made with. But then as I started thinking about people keeping it forever, I said, wait, so what if I, instead of putting the rosemary in here, the extra rosemary, what if I put it in the batch that I process and I let it sit in there for days and then pour it into the bottle without having to put the extra rosemary in it? And that makes sense because you know why? The bottles that I already have that have the rosemary in it, the rosemary and inside looks just like this. So it makes it better. So see how it looks when it's fresh? Like when I just pick it out of my bush and wash them, and then when you let it soak, see how it's not as green. So those benefits are already coming off into here. So future, I don't have to keep putting it in here because it serves the same purpose. But it's probably going to be better for you guys because you don't have to worry about it going bad if you kept it for more than the longer than you're supposed to keep it, and you don't have to worry about your spray bottle, your nozzle clogging up. Yeah, makes sense. So I wanted to show you guys so that when you start to get it like this, there is not a difference. There's not a difference because I'm letting it soak in the solution itself. Yeah. So it definitely makes sense to me. And then you can use it and keep it however long you want to. Okay? Y'all understand? But of course, those of you that ordered last week, you will be getting the ones with the fresh rosemary in it. If you have an issue of your nozzle clogging, um, just shake your bottle a little bit, shake it and then kind of move it. And then if you still have an issue of like it won't spray out, then go ahead and pour it out into something. Take the rosemary out and then pour the liquid back in. But you shouldn't have to do all that because the ones that I have that I used last week that have the fresh rosemary floating around in it, I just waited and then I was able to spray again. But I know that can get aggravating. Okay? So the intro, those of you that were lucky enough to get the intro, you will have the rosemary, the rosemary floating around in it. But moving forward, because I'm already processing it in here, it's gonna be like this. And that way you don't have to worry about, is it gonna clog up? Is it gonna do this? Is it gonna go bad? It shouldn't because I still got the vitamin C. But like I said, some of y'all don't know how to use the product when you're supposed to. Some of y'all try to keep it for years. Can't do that. It's a difference when you're using stuff that's fresh. All right, organic stuff that's fresh. versus something that you might get from the store that's processed a whole lot different than someone that makes their products the way I do. You're welcome, Sister Diane. Sister Diane, you have a garden, so you know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? And so, like I said, I know a lot of you like to buy more than probably what you need. So if you're buying more than what you need and we need it to last, it's going to be like this because this way it's going to last you longer. When you get the one like this and this, and I'm glad that I did a lot like this because that's going to make you use the product. That needs use it so it doesn't go bad. Makes sense? You go ahead and use it when you get it. Use it that 2 times a day or up to 3 times a day, depending on how dry or how you may need it. And then moving forward, if it doesn't have the rosemary floating around in it, sitting in it, you don't have to worry about that. And then you can keep it longer. You can buy you 5 bottles if you want to and put them in your refrigerator or leave it or put them on your counter and not have to worry about anything. Okay? So that's the difference, guys, when you're talking about using stuff that's natural. The process is a lot different, especially with something like this. So just keep that in mind. All right. Remember, I create stuff with purpose, and the quicker when you get them and you use it and you don't just let it sit on your shelf, the better. Because if you're using it as you're supposed to, you shouldn't have it for over a month. You should be running out. You should be running out. Yeah, you should be running out of it. Not, oh, I still have that. No, especially not the spray. You have to use that twice a day for the best results. And you're going to want to use it twice a day just because of how your hair is going to be. All right? So again, don't be like, oh, mine didn't have it in it. Now for the future, look, I'm doing it this way. So I'm soaking it, soaking it, soaking it, soaking it. And I leave it in there. I leave it in there until I'm done with filling the bottle. So that could be days. So it's in there already. So when you start to get them and it doesn't have it like this, it does not matter. Don't worry about it. I'm doing stuff for our safety. I'm doing stuff for your safety because I know some people don't use my products as much as they're supposed to use them. Why do I know? Because when them people hit me up, oh, I only shampoo once a month or only use it once a month. Then it does, but doesn't it say use it more than that? Like, that doesn't make sense. What the heck is that? Oh, okay. Yeah, it doesn't make sense. Use it as instructed for the best results. Use it as instructed for the best results. Use as instructed for the best results. So again, after you guys get your orders, moving forward, as I process this moisture retention detangling spritzer, it will not have the fresh rosemary in the bottles moving forward because I'm processing it differently. So instead of me putting the fresh in your bottles, it's going to be in the liquid itself, sitting for some days. So by the time I pour it into your bottle, it's going to be the same as if you got it like this. Does that make sense? Does everybody understand? And that way you can have it longer. For those of you that know that you're not going to use it as directed. And if I do sales on it and you end up getting you 10 bottles, you don't have to worry about them going bad. Okay? Yeah. And I know you guys are excited about getting your products. So like I said, they will ship out today. They will ship out today. So
When you get it, just use it and see that difference in your hair. Especially if you're someone that your hair has been stunted with your growth. See the difference in your hair. The best way is use it and also use it in conjunction with one of my oils. If you don't have the new oil that I make with the pine tar, that stuff is bomb. But if you don't have that one, then use another oil that I have that I've made that you have already. But spray this on your hair, put some oil in your hand, and go ahead and hydrate your hair with that. And that's going to seal in everything you need. The combination of it is just going to really take your hair to the next level, especially if you've been suffering from hair that just stays dry or hair that hasn't been growing. Yeah. And one good thing about this is that I also incorporated a aloe vera liquid, like an aloe vera juice that I bought. So I know that come wintertime, my aloe vera won't be growing. Well, I actually said I'm going to bring some aloe vera into the house. I'm going to start growing some into the house. But just in case, let's just say I can't use the fresh aloe vera. Now, my rosemary, I have no problem with that. That grows all year round. And I'm doing more because I want just a big square, like big square footage, like a lot of square footage of rosemary because I use it a lot. But I have an aloe vera liquid that I've used also, and that's also in here. So if I can't use the fresh aloe vera plant, I can still make this out of aloe vera liquid. So I'm still going to be good. So we don't have to worry about that. And I love it as far as hydration and everything that it does. And it softens the hair and thickens the hair and it grows the hair. So it's going to be good. And helps keep your scalp clean too. So yeah. All right. And question, Dwola, can I use it with the other things I use? You don't have to use them all together. We have a lot of products. You don't have to use them all together. When you use this, you can use this by itself with oil. You don't have to use this with the everything you need or with the rice water leave-in. You don't have to do. If you want to alternate, you can. You know your hair. You know what your hair needs when it needs it. All right. And remember, it does have a natural preservative in it. So when you get it, and you're noticing that, this is getting darker, your rosemary that's floating around in it, it's supposed to get darker. But don't keep that same one for no month or 2 and 3 months. Come on now, it has a live plant in it. Well, not live plant, it has a fresh plant in it. So go ahead and use it. And you don't have to rinse it out. And this is another thing. I've been using mine, like I said, every single day, 2, 3 times a day, and my hair does not smell bad. My hair does not smell moldy or anything like that. Y'all know, like, I don't know if you've ever done something and you didn't put the right stuff in your hair, and then like your hair will start smelling like mold and all of that. You don't have to worry about that. This is great. It's not gonna do that. But that's why I have to test the products. But this is something that I'm happy about because we all need hydration in our hair. We all need some type of moisture and hydration. And I know in the summertime, especially with me, I can speak for myself. With me, it's hot. My hair gets a little drier in the summertime. So I don't know about you guys, but I know that happens to me. And because I'm working out more, I'm literally working out. I'm back to working out every day again. So I'm sweating. And if I'm not wanting to shampoo my hair every day, I don't have to because this is definitely helping. And I'm not combing my hair. I'm not brushing my hair. My hair is in a protective style, my natural hair, no extensions or anything like that. To where I don't have to manipulate it. No comb, no brush. So now while it's growing, I'll be able to retain all of my length because I'm not doing anything to pop my ends off. All right. So I think I have enough from everyone that ordered last week. I have enough with the rosemary in it. Again, moving forward, you're going to get the ones like this after last week's orders have gone out. Now, unless you specifically say to me, if you contact me and say, "Hey, can you put some? I'm going to use it the way I'm supposed to use it, Adwoa. Can you put some fresh rosemary in it for me?" I won't have a problem doing that because I know that you're going to use it in a time frame. You're not going to have something with rosemary in it sitting around for 3 months and then trying to use it. Okay? So now I will tell y'all this. The ones that I'll be using both. But I know that I go through a bottle. I'm going through my bottles quick. So if I use one with the rosemary floating around in it, my bottles are getting gone in a matter of days because I'm just spraying. So yeah. It's raining outside, y'all, which is good because my plants need it. Yep, my plants need it. Anyone have any questions? Any questions? Remember, guys, this is made from fresh rosemary. So you see this? It was blended into the product. All right. But there's two different forms of natural preservative in this. You don't worry about that. But yeah. And so y'all see me sifting it, right? If I didn't do this, then when you got it, more than likely it would not spray out at all. One of the preservatives that I use causes like a little bit of clumping because it's also used to make stuff thicker. And then remember I have fresh aloe vera gel in here too, so you're talking about this wouldn't spray out. So everything that's left, I'm putting it into my compost. I want to mix this into my hair grease, but I'm not. I'm gonna put it into my compost. I don't waste anything. So this is how I make my products, guys. Y'all know I do everything with love. Everything is dedication, time. Every bottle, like these, like this, anything that I have that goes into a bottle was poured by me. I could put it in my machine and I could do this and let it come out that way, but these I like to do by hand. It's a lot of stuff that I do that I don't even use the machines that I have. I do them individually. So I take time. There's dedication behind this. Y'all see I'm not rushing or anything. All right? So I'm going to go. Do any of you guys have any questions, any feedback, anything that you would like to add? I love the way that looks. Like, I love the way these look too, of course, but I just love the way it looks. I'm happy that that vision turned out the way I was hoping it would turn out. And so this is our last product, guys, of the year. Besides, like I said, the my hair is dark, so well, actually, my hair is like a reddish brown. My natural hair is more like a blondish reddish brown. But I'll be using my dark henna product probably once a month. Yeah, and that's the only other thing that is new. It's similar to the my hair mask, but a little different because it does have dark henna in it, so it's made for people with dark hair. So I'll be doing that once a month. without taking my hair down. Yeah, so I just keep retaining my length and just keep letting my hair grow. Y'all know we doing that challenge by November. So yeah. Definitely focus on your edges with this too. Anyone have anything to say? I'm glad I'm getting these done too. So remember, the ones with the rosemary, guys, you need to use it. The ones with the rosemary floating around in it, 30 days. You need to go ahead and use it because of the plant. All right. The other ones like this, if it doesn't have that fresh rosemary plant floating around in it, you can have a longer shelf life with this one. Not to say that you can't have a long shelf life with this one, but I don't trust the fact that a plant is in there and you trying to keep it for 3 months. Go ahead and spray it on your hair. Use it. I just love all your products. Thank you, Sister Teresa. Thank you. I think I've been doing an excellent job with these. And guys, I know I told you guys about that I'm starting a podcast called Have a Voice with the Dweller. My first guest, I'm filming her interview on the 22nd of this month. That's probably going to be, depending on what she's going to say. She's a real good friend of mine. I know she, it may be a little controversial depending on what she talks about, but it's her truth. That's why it's called Have a Voice with the Dweller. She will be mentioning some celebrities, so I will give you guys a heads up just on that. But when someone comes on to my podcast and it's their truth, I'm gonna let them, speak the way they want to speak because it's their truth. So that will be the first one. I have some former NFL players coming on. I have some former NBA, like all my personal friends, NBA, a rapper. This is crazy because the rapper was actually my first boyfriend, but he became real famous. So he's gonna be on there. I have a friend that years ago she was the only black girl working in the nail salon. And, back in like the 80s and 90s, you didn't see black people working in the nail salon, and she was in Coney Island like doing everybody's nails in the Korean place. So that was cool. Um, I'll be interviewing my son about college and teenage life. My other son that's a truck driver. Anthony Hamilton's drummer. He's a good friend. He's my son's like best friend. So I'll be interviewing him. So it's going to be just a lot of different people. I want to interview my cousin that has 10 children, him and his wife, and very successful. Most of their children have graduated from college. Black, African American. He started out as a teacher, then he went to be a principal, and now he's a superintendent. They wanted to be the superintendent now. So anyone that feels like they have a story that they want to share with anyone, that's who's going to be on my podcast. So I have another girl, black woman. She ended up being a bodybuilder. So it's going to be interesting, guys. The podcast is going to be so interesting. I'll be on there probably sometime interviewing myself. So it's going to be a really good podcast. So it's going to just break up the monotony of always us on here talking about hair and hair products and, different things like that, even though we discuss other things. But the podcast is going to be cool. It's going to be good. Yeah, I think it is anyway. So I might as well finish jarring these up. It just makes sense when bottling these. Yeah, might as well. And that way I can make a. Look, I know somebody probably like, look, might probably like, you need to send me that so I can blend it. Blend that up. It's been soaking how long? Let me get that. And guys, this also has sulfur in it. A little bit of sulfur. And y'all know I put sulfur in my Wonderful Balls by the Edges hair grower. Yeah. And so this definitely has a great detangling factor to it as well. Yeah. All right. So my son Xavier turns 18 tomorrow, y'all. Yeah. He said thank you to everyone that wished him happy birthday. He said he is still accepting cash apps. Now I said that. Y'all know I always say that. He's like, cash apps can be sent to my mom. Now he didn't say that. I said it. Look, remember this was all empty bottles. Okay, I won't be needing this one anymore. And I like these bottles. I try to order the same bottles because they spray pretty good. I haven't had an issue with like them leaking, you know. Y'all notice that? The spray bottles that I've been getting, they've been pretty good. I remember I ordered those other bottles and they leaked so bad. They were like the big bottles. I forgot where I got those from, but they leaked so bad. Not this particular style. They were like more opaque white. You couldn't see through them, but they leaked bad. Well, let me leave these out because when I put the other ones in, I can have these on top. All right. Look, y'all. Could y'all imagine if I sold stuff wholesale and somebody got like 40 or 50 bottles? They'd be like, I got them from Miracle Grove Water. No. Look, we do not sell stuff wholesale. You cannot get 20 bottles from me to resell. No. Y'all, when I tell y'all my legs are hurting, but that's what that lets me know I'm doing the right thing when I'm working out. And I'm gonna start back doing my Pilates too, because Pilates is great for toning your body. So, yeah. Hey, Queen M. So, Queen M, what you missed was for the future, moving forward, that the moisture retention leave-in spritzers won't have the rosemary like this in them because some people don't use the product when they're supposed to, and because that's fresh flower, I don't want anyone's to go bad. So moving forward, after like everything goes out that already sold, which is like from last week and stuff, they're gonna be like this because I'm processing it different now. Instead of me putting the extra rosemary in here, I'm actually doing the extra rosemary in the liquid itself when I process it. See? So I showed them earlier. This is how it looks when I pick it off of the bush out the bush, and then as it sits for a while, it looks like this. So by the time you guys get it, it starts to look like that in your bottle. Probably not in about a day. Well, by the time it comes to you, so it's going to be the same. Those same extra benefits from the fresh rosemary is still going to be in the product itself. Just moving forward, it won't be in the bottle unless someone just says, "Hey, can you throw some extra in there in my bottle? I'm going to use it as directed." Other than that, it's going to be good like this because it's already in there. And now you don't got to worry about clogging and everything either, and keep it a little bit longer. All right. And that's so too for the people that may get more than 2 bottles of it. You might have 6 bottles. So that means you want something that's going to have a longer shelf life. So a shelf life is going to be much longer without the fresh rosemary sitting in it. Because it's not dried and this is a liquid. So yeah. That way if you had a lot of these, you can keep them for months if you had a lot of these and just use them as you need them. Because you should be using them twice a day. In the morning and and in the evening for the best results. And then midday if you're someone, just depending on how your hair is. If you're someone that wears your hair straightened, then of course you're only spraying this on your hair before you blow dry it. But this one is mainly for people that wear their hair in natural styles. Yeah, natural styles. And you should be spraying for best results twice a day. But for everyone that ordered last week, you guys are going to get the intro bottles, the introduction bottles with the rosemary, physically where you can see it in there. Okay? And it does smell good enough to eat, but don't eat it. Don't drink it. And I think I did enough with yeah, I should have enough with the ones that you guys ordered from last week. The ones I made the other day, and then initially. So this is one, two, this is 5 with rosemary in it. And then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I should have enough, but I'll do like 1 or 2 more just to make sure that everyone that got the order last week, that you guys have the one with the rosemary in it. Because I can already see somebody saying, I don't know what you sent me. Look, I can already see somebody saying, I don't know what you sent me, but mine didn't have the rosemary floating around in it. I can see somebody saying that. I thought I was getting one with the rosemary floating around in it. Oh, I didn't see your video. Yeah, you got the one with the rosemary floating around in it. Yep. Any questions, anyone? Any questions? And all the orders are going to go out today. So you will receive um your tracking information, and it will say order has shipped, okay? If anyone missed the 2 for 65, because y'all know these are normally $75 for one. Right now I have them. Well, after today it's going to be back up to $75. But I may leave it at 65. I'll leave it at 65 for one instead of I'll knock that 10 off. So we'll say there's 65 for one. But right now, if you missed the Mother's Day deal, which was Friday, I was doing 2 for 65. So it was buy one get one free. So if you missed it, you can, because you're watching this live now. While I'm live, you can text me and say, "Hey, I want the 2 for 65." So if you already got some already, then your 2 for 65 can be like this, or I'll do I'll send like this. One with the rosemary floating around in it, and then the other one without. That way you use this one first, and then you can save this one. Yeah. Okay. So if you want that deal, go ahead and text me 424-261-7283. That will be for the 2 for 65. Other than that, if you want to purchase one of these, you can just go directly to the website and get one for 65. But they had sold out. So I don't even know if they're even still on the website. As soon as I brought these in, they were selling out. I was adding more to it. Yeah. It sold out pretty fast. But when you guys use them, you're going to be like, okay, this was definitely worth it. Because I love the way my hair feels and looks and how it's thriving. So again, if you missed that deal, um, you can go ahead and text me and take advantage of that 2 for 65. So the buy one get one free. All right. I'm gonna do one more with the rosemary in it, just in case somebody needs the 2 for 65. The physical rosemary. Well, look, y'all, it's going to be better for me because after today, when I make it, I won't have to keep putting the extra rosemary like this in it. As I make the liquid, I can just take my stems and cut them in half and put the whole thing into the solution itself. Just let it soak. That way that extra rosemary that I said that I wanted to be in it will be in it without me having to go through 100 bottles of doing this. Because that ain't nothing but extra work. I didn't mind doing it last week, but I came up with a better way. Yeah, so Sister Teresa, if you have 4 bottles coming, um, I'll do 2 with and 2 without. That's gonna be better for you? Or would you, yeah, because I know you use the product. So for you, I'll do 2 with and 2 without. Because you know it's already going to be in there anyway. And that way those can sit on your shelf. So it makes sense. Y'all be thinking. Yeah. Yeah. And so you don't, yeah, and that way you don't have to worry about that. Like, well, dang, is it going to go bad? Or I constantly have to keep it in the fridge? Because depending on how cold your refrigerator gets, whew, you're not going to want to keep spraying something ice cold on your head. So, yeah, that's what I'll do. That makes more sense to me. And like I said, I want everything to be healthy. I don't want somebody having something that it could possibly go bad. You never know. Things happen. People's houses be warmer, so we're gonna do everything and we're gonna do it fresh. So when you guys get them, right? If you see anything floating around, remember there's fresh rosemary in here too. I mean, there's fresh aloe vera in here too, like the juice, not the juice, the gel. So you might see that floating around. So if you see that, just like kind of shake it. Because like I said, I tried to sift out everything, with my little sifter, but sometimes I can't get everything. So if you're getting a little bit of cloggage, but you shouldn't, like, see, it sprays. And this is one with rosemary in it. It does spray. But if you're noticing that it's clogging a little bit because of something that might be caught in there, just open it, maybe rinse that and go from there. But you should be fine. Or let it like settle for a minute, and then move that out the way, and you should be good. All right. So I think I'm done with the bottles. Let's see this. Oh no, I got that still. Oh yeah, forgot. So I do take the time to make sure that I sift everything to make sure that it's gonna, it's gonna spray out. All right, this should be the last one. And these bottles are 2.8 ounces. And it does spray, it sprays with a full mist. So you can get you get a lot of uses out of this. The point is, as long as it gets in your hair and it's doing what it needs to do for your hair. When you run out, buy more. Hey, people say, how long is that gonna last me? When you buy stuff and you use it and it runs out, that just means purchase more. Nothing lasts forever. That was right on time. That's when I'll put a little bit of rosemary in there. I'll keep this one because I need some more anyway. Yeah, I've been going through it, but like I said, I spray it. I use it. I've been seeing great results from it. And I'll have some more of that grease in too. I just have to blend it up. But I will have some more of the new grease. That strong grease, the stronger one. That has the pine tar in it. Okay. All right, so okay. So the rosemary that I have here, because I know this is still gonna be good, I'm a blend that. I'm gonna blend that down. Yep. And then of course I will not be making any more of this until it sells, because y'all know, make it fresh. All right, so that's what I have besides what I made last week. And that's more than enough to ship out when you guys get it. And you like, oh no, this is going to be a keep. I love this. And remember, when you purchase again, you'll be able to get the ones that don't have the rosemary physically floating around, because it's already going to be processed into the leave-in. So on the website, guys, this is called the Moisture Retention Leave-In Spritzer. Moisture Retention Leave-In Spritzer. All right, I can come back, clean up, and put this in the house. So I love you guys. Thanks for watching. I love when you guys come on and y'all can listen to my updates and everything. I got some running around to do with my 17-and-a-half-year-old. Look, 17 3/4, because he turns 18 tomorrow. Have a child 30-something and a child 18. That's amazing. 2 sons that are doing excellent. Yep. Couldn't have asked for anything better. All right, y'all. So I'll talk to y'all later. I got a full day. I have a lot of things that TikTok sent me that I'm going to have to do some reviews on. X and I are going to start testing out my podcast stuff, because, again, I do film on the 22nd. So my friend, she broke her hand. So she's coming to my house. I'm doing her part. I'm going to do the podcast. It's not going to be live, but I'm going to have to do her hair, her makeup, and all of that, because she's only working with one hand right now. But I'm eager to see what she wants to talk about, because she just said she wants to get a lot of stuff off her chest and put things behind her. And I'm going to give y'all a little hint. She used to date Brian McKnight. That's all I'm going to say. So, yeah. That's all I'm going to say for right now. And he's been, from what I hear, he's been trending. So I need to see what he's trending about. Yeah. So, that's all I'm going to say. Yep. Yeah. Yep. So, this podcast should be real interesting, guys. It should be very interesting. And she got receipts. And I remember when they were dating, because I spoke to him a couple of times on the phone. So, yeah. I need to, today, while I'm going to get my feet done. So, while I'm getting my feet done, I'm going to sit down. While I'm getting my feet done, make sure my headphones are fully charged. And I'm going to see what's going on with him. Because she did mention with everything that's going on with him in the media. And I'm like, what's really going on with him in the media? So I'm gonna sit down and I guess become updated with whatever it is that he said about his children and ex-wife. I don't know, because I don't really watch yeah, I don't know, because I don't I be on social media, but it's mainly when I'm doing stuff. So I'm gonna see what they've been saying. And then, hey, your story is your story. Don't forget, my podcast is called Have a Voice with the Dweller. So it's going to be different people on there, speaking their truth. And I'll be speaking my truth as well. So, hey, she wants to come on and she wants to share her story. And I'm sure she's going to talk about more than him. I'm sure she's going to talk about more than him, because she has a life. I've been knowing this girl for years. So, yeah, it should be very interesting. She was with me when we used to just date only millionaires. That's one of my friends from that era of my life, when only if you didn't have $1 million, we was not dating you. Yeah. So, yep. It's going to be interesting, guys. So, definitely just stay tuned. Okay? So I love you guys. I'll talk to you guys later. Remember, orders are going out today.